this video I'm going to go over proper way to put a tire on. Put a tire and then put an inner tube on. Alright, so you got to make sure that it's rotating the proper way. Look at the tire and see where the arrow is pointing as far as the proper rotation is concerned. I already checked it and it's supposed to be going this way. So first you got to put on one side. This is the easiest part, just put on one side. The hardest part is putting on the second side. You'll see that later. There's a certain special technique that you gotta do to do it. And I just learned it today. And makes it a lot easier. Okay, so now I gotta look where you put in the valve stem. It's going to be right here. So you got to get the right inner tube. This is the tire. It says it on there. It says in the tire walls is 700 by 25. So you got to get the proper inner tube to match that. It'll say it on the inner tube thing. It's a 700 by 18 by 25. That means it ranges from 18 to 25 that you can put it in. First you put some air in here, which I already did. Put some air in here so it makes it circular. Put the valve stem in. Make sure you get the proper valve stem too, because this is an 80 millimeter. So then basically you need an extra long stem for this type of rim. So this is for 80 millimeters. Let's say it on here too. 80 millimeter Presta valve. Make sure it's Presta or straighter. Presta is the skinnier one. This is for like road bikes. Put this in here till it goes through. Okay, once it gets through there, now use one of these to get it to stay. I don't think you need to make it too tight though. Okay, don't make it too tight. And then you're gonna put the inner tube in like this. Maybe I had too much air in there. Don't have too much air. Okay, now start pushing it in. Other side of the tire wall. Go all the way around. Okay, now, this is the hardest part. Once you got pretty much all the way around, there's going to be this part right here that sticks out. And usually they use tools to put it in, to put it in fully. But the problem with using tools is that you can pinch the inner tube and then it starts leaking. So this is the key to do it. You got to put it against your center right here, like this, and then you start pushing in on both sides at the same time, so you work your way to the center. Because if you just work on one side, then it's going to start popping out on this side. So you need to basically work on both sides at the same time. It's going to use a lot of finger strength, and you're pushing against your center until you get it in there. If you can find a way to do this without using without having to use a tool, then it's going to be the best. But this is the hardest part. Just little by little, take a little rest. So I'm getting closer, but my thumbs are getting tired. This is by far the hardest part of putting in the tire. Almost got it on there. Just a little more. There we go. That was really hard to do, but I got it on there. And it was so hard that it made my thumb bleed. But that's pretty much what it is. Now you just tighten this, put air in it. Look at the side of the tire wall. It tells you how much air you can put in there. This one says a max of 120. Recommended 110 psi. So I'm gonna put it to 110. It's 110 right there. And that's it. Right here. Tire changed. Inner tube changed.